Okay, so ideally two different colours, and so then you'll need your scissors and your hook and a cup of tea or something to keep you going. So grab all your things and let's get started. Okay, so to start, you can start whichever way you prefer, a magic ring or a chain 4. Do a slip stitch in the first chain and make a ring that way. And then when you have your ring, you are going to do a chain of 3, which will count as your first double crochet, and then you're going to do 7 double crochets into this ring. 1, 2, oops. And just while I'm doing this, reminds me that if you need to slow the video down at all, in the top right or just below the screen, there should be a function there where you can select to slow the video down, or even if I'm just talking too much, you can speed it up and go faster. That option is there on just about every video. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you have your chain plus 7, pull your ring in. See, even if you've done the chain 4 method, you can still put it in quite a way. It's quite good, quite good. So then go into your top chain of your chain 3 and do a slip stitch to close the round. There we go. There's your first round of 8 double crochets. Okay, moving on to round 2, we're going to make one of those sort of spokey wheels that we've done a few times before. So chain 3 for your first double crochet, and then chain another 3, and that will be your first chain 3 space. And then into the next stitch you are going to do a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet into the next stitch, and you've probably guessed it already, chain 3. Work all the way around here doing a double crochet, chain 3, and I'll meet you back around here. So when you have 8 spokes or double crochets and 8 chain 3 spaces, you will have finished with a chain 3 space, and then you are going to do a slip stitch in the 3rd chain up. So 1, 2, 3, and do your slip stitch in there. And that's the end of round 2. This is what we've got so far. There we go. Okay, so this round is when we're going to start making our petals. So you're going to, you've come out of the top of this double crochet, so just slip stitch into the next space, and then you're going to do a single crochet, half double crochet, 2 double crochet, that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. So what have we got? Single, half, 2 double, and then back down again, half double crochet and a single crochet and a slip stitch into that space, and that makes your first petal. So you're going to do this all the way around, so slip stitch into the next space and do a single crochet, half double crochet, 2 double crochet, oops, so that's 2 double crochet, scooch them along a bit, and then a half double crochet, single crochet and a slip stitch. And you're going to do that around in every chain space, and when you get back around to the beginning, you're going to do a slip stitch just into this first slip stitch that you made. If you find that a bit too tricky, then just do another slip stitch in the same space, and that's fine. Okay, I will see you 8 petals later. There we go, that's the end of round 3, and 8 petals later. I think it's looking quite good, don't you? Okay, time to fasten off that colour and grab your next colour. Okay, so we're going to be working behind these petals. So you want to join your new colour around one of these posts, but from behind. So I'm going to stagger my tails. I'm going to join this around here. Join it with a, just join it with a slip stitch in there. Okay, so this round is really simple. Just working sort of from over the top. You are going to do chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go to your next double crochet post and do a slip stitch. So simple. And then chain 5 and do a slip stitch around the next post. All you're doing is making these chain 5 loops really. So work all the way around doing chain 5 and a slip stitch. And when you get back around to this one, do a slip stitch into the top of your slip stitch. And if that's too tricky, then just do it around the post. That's fine. Okay, so at the end of round 4, this is what we've got going on so far. We've got our petals from our previous round, and then we've now got our second colour with our chain spaces. Ready to make our darker or different colour petals. So these petals are going to be done similarly to these other ones, but they're going to be bigger. Okay, so let's start on those petals. So as I said, we're going to do it similarly to these petals, but just a bit bigger. So just sort of fold these petals down while you work, because you want your petals to have the right side facing forwards. Okay, just fold that down and then slip stitch across into your first chain 5 space, and then do a chain 1, which doesn't count as anything, just starts off your single crochet. So a petal is a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, and 5 treble crochets. So 2 yarn overs, do 5 of those. 1, 2, 3. Scooch these around a bit to make more room. 4, 5. I'll just check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double, half, single. There we go. And then back down to a double, down to a half double, and down to a single. But we're not doing slip stitches in this one. So that's your petal. Excuse me. So I will do that once more with you in the next petal. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, 5 treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 treble crochet. Scooch them around a bit, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and there we go. So you can see, if I lay this down, that these first petals lay quite nicely on top of these bigger petals. So follow that all the way around, making each petal, and when you come back around to this one, just do a slip stitch in the top of your first single crochet and then fasten off that colour. So I'll see you 8 petals later. So here's our flower burst so far. How pretty is that looking? Love it. And it's all nice and you know, it's got some nice texture going on to it. Love it, love it, love it. So get your original colour and let's get going on the next round. Okay, so we're going to join our original colour to do our last set of petals. And we're going to do some chain spaces, a bit like we did for this second colour. So turn your work over, find one of your slip stitches that you did around your post, just join under a slip stitch. So just go under that slip stitch like so, and join your colour through there. Might be a bit tricky. Just join it through there like so. So it will be joined on around here. Okay, and then we are going to do, so simple, we're going to do a chain 6. So just fold these petals down and do chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then move to the next petal join and go into the slip stitch there and do a slip stitch. It might not be too easy, but just wiggle your hook under, make it go, be determined. Chain 6 and then go under the next slip stitch. Okay, so here we go, do a slip stitch all the way around, chain 6, slip stitch, chain 6, slip stitch, chain 6, slip stitch, all the way around, and then join with another slip stitch to this original slip stitch, and I'll see you back around there. Okay, when you've done your chains and slip stitches, you should have something that looks a bit like this. It's all going to sort of bunch in a bit at the moment, but it will provide a good place for our next petals to go. So let's start on some petals. Okay, so do a fold these petals down as before so that you can work from the front. So do a slip stitch over into your first chain space, and as before, each petal is going to be formed in one of these chain spaces. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, 6 treble crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So basically it's working very similarly to the other petals, just with different amounts of stitches. So 6 trebles, and then back down with a double crochet, a half treble crochet, and a single crochet. And that is your petal. So you're going to repeat that on all the loops. So just to remind you, it's a single, half double, double, 6 treble, and then a double, a half double, and a single. So 12 stitches altogether. And when you get back around to the beginning, you will slip stitch into your beginning single crochet. Just rewind a couple of minutes if you need a reminder of this petal. So you should now have one of these 3-layered flowers going on. How pretty is that? Really effective, these 3 different layers of petals. So this is what we've got going on now, and we're going to move on to our last 2 rounds where we start to square it off and make it into one of our squares. So we're going to do the last 2 rounds in the same colour, but obviously if you want to change colour, feel free, go straight ahead, change it in the same place that you've done your slip stitch. Okay, so we're going to chain 6. Now this is 5, 3, 4, 5. 5 count as a double treble, and then 1 as a chain 1 space. And then you're going to skip 3 stitches. So this chain is coming out from our single crochet. Then you're going to skip your half double, your double, and your first treble. And then you're going to go into your second treble crochet. Okay, and you're going to do a double crochet in there, double crochet in there, and 3 more double crochets in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you've got 1 more treble left, plus your double, your half double, and your single. So your next stitch is going to be in your single crochet. So you've got treble, treble, double, half double, and then single. So into your single, you're going to do a double treble. So that's 3 yarn overs into the single crochet. And then another double treble into the next single crochet. So that's the first stitch of the next petal. Into there with your double treble, and then you are going to do exactly as you've done on the last one. You're going to skip the next 3 stitches, so that will be your half double, your double, and your first treble, and then you're going to do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you have left a treble, a double, a half, and a single. So go into that single. Now this is our first corner. Well, your first chain was part of your corner, but this is we're going to do a whole corner now. So into your single crochet, you're going to do chain 1 first, and then into your single crochet you're going to do a double treble. So that's like 3 yarn overs. Do a double treble, chain 3, and another double treble, 3 yarn overs into the next single crochet. And that is your corner when you've done another chain 1. So you've got chain 1, double treble into the single, chain 3, double treble into the next single, and then a chain 1. And then you're going to move around. I'll just do another side for you with you. So skip the next 3 stitches, skip your half, your double, and the first treble, go into the next treble and do a double crochet, and then 3 more double crochet along. One, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do a double treble into, so skip the treble, skip the treble, the double, the half double, and go into the single crochet and do that double treble, go into the next single crochet and do a double treble. I don't know, was that a double treble or was that a treble? I'm going to do that again just because I'm not certain that that was a double treble. 1, 2, 3, there we go. Into there. 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. And then you are going to move along to your next petal, or the same petal, and you're going to skip your half double, double, and first treble, and then do your 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 1, get ready for a double treble, so 3 yarn overs, skip your treble, your double and your half, and go down to your single crochet. Oops. Double treble, chain 3, and another double treble into your next single crochet. And chain 1 to come out of the corner, and then you're going to repeat that along your next petals and side, so that you've got this going on. So there's your corner, and there's your started corner. Okay, so if you need to, rewind the video about 5 minutes and it will start from around here, and you'll be able to do the next 2 sides, and I'll see you soon. So when you come around to the final corner, do your double treble, chain 3, and then you are going to join into the 4th chain of your initial starting chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll have your chain 1 left on this side. So just do a slip stitch into there, and that will be the end of that round where we've been squaring off. So let me just pop this down here and see what's going on. There we go. So our petals aren't 100% clear now because they kind of are going into this background, but you can see some of that curved effect of those petals. So there we go, that's what we've got so far. We have 1 round to go. So in this final round we are going to be working into every stitch and chain space. So, and this is our final squaring off round because it's still a little bit sort of domey in the middle. So we are going to do a chain 3, which counts as our first double crochet, and then a double crochet in this chain space, a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So where am I? Oh, it would help if I actually went into the half stitch. I've done that one a bit weirdly. So if you can get into your stitch, do a half double crochet. Oh dear. There, so right. So we've got chain 3 for a double crochet, a double crochet into the chain space, and then a half double crochet into our first stitch, and another half double crochet into the next stitch. 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we're going to stop. So we've done our thing of where we work down in size, and then we're going to go up in size along this side. So you're going to do 2 half double crochets, 1, 2 half double crochets, a double crochet in this chain space, a double crochet in the next stitch, and then in your corner chain 3 space you're going to do 2 double crochet, 1, 2 double crochet, and chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Nice and simple. And then you're going to follow this all the way around. Now you're going to do a double crochet in this stitch, double crochet in the space, half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 half double crochets, 1, 2, double crochet in the space, double crochet in the next stitch, and your corner, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Follow that all the way around the next 2 sides, and I'll meet you back around this corner to just finish off. Okay, in your last corner, when you've done your 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, just join into your top chain of your initial chain 3, which was your first double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, join in there with a slip stitch, and if this is the size you need, you can fasten off. Mine looks about size. If it's not quite the size you need it to be, you could now go around and do a round of single crochets, and doing 1 single crochet into every stitch, and in your corner space doing 3 single crochets if you need a bit of extra size there, or of course you could do half double crochets or whatever, depending on what how much more you need it up to size. So let me just try and straighten this out a bit, get rid of all these tails, and there we go. How pretty is that? Love it. Flower burst, because you've got this burst of flowers. There we go. So if you found this video useful, helpful, as always, please give us a like, one of those thumbs up signs there. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Any comments or questions below or in the group, we would love to hear from you, and we'd love to see your pictures in the group too. All that's in that description box below too. So until next time, just keep hooking and don't let your tea get cold.